black is a racist. Gaza Strip was getting bombed, Obama didn't say. That's why I ain't vote for next one either.
I've been in the music business for 15 years, so I've experienced a lot of companies advising, helping, specifically from the music world, and then that kind of leads into other businesses and other kind of capacities.
To tell those kids that's living in the ghetto that the niggas holding back that the world is dead.
We're fellows at the Aspen Institute, the Henry Crown. We're at a program called the Henry Crown Fellowship. Aspen Institute is a policy think tank slash world conquering institute of
leadership
and great minds and enlightened thinking and social activity, but more so from a business standpoint. So it's what can business do to affect and build a good society.
For these ghetto girls and boys, I'm rapping around the world for Africa to New York, Haiti then I detour.
Why can't the next Mark Zuckerberg come from Brownsville? We believe that, if individuals in these neighborhoods had the resources, the training, but also the funding, they'll be fantastic. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to the esteemed panel over here to my right. Lupe is a Grammy-nominated rapper. Winning. No, I said winning. I said winning. Winning.
14 times nominated.
My name is Davida Jo Forster. I moved to Brownsville at the age of 4. Women worldwide. Women, you hear, right? You hear me. What's most important is that companies are appealing to millennials, but they aren't millennials. We understand student loans. We understand going to college.
Right now, the problem exists that 25% of African Americans seek mental help when they need it, opposed to the counterparts of 40% of white people. And our mission is to turn around and change the landscape of mental health out there for poverty-stricken neighborhoods and beyond.
Here's our competitors. They've been around since 2007, but they lack innovation. They're not mobilized, right? They're not active on social media. We are. I'm young, so I'm good.
I just recently got on a record deal. Can I?
Oh no! Hey, go! Hey, there you go.
Where can I sign up?
Hey, come on board. We need you.
Sign up.
This idea just feels right. Can you say I am made in Brownsville? Say I am made in Brownsville? All right, give you a hand clap.
Number 3 was Subway Talent. Number 2, Made in Brownsville, Mr. Cordine Lewis Allen. And number 1 was Checkup.
People that are successful right now tend to have generational wealth over the years. In Brownsville, we do not have that. We have generation after generation that were troubled. I would love for Brownsville to be in a place where you have more successful people coming out of Brownsville knowing that there is a better way outside of the 4 corners that they live on. I know people in Brownsville that never travel to Manhattan or Staten Island or even New Jersey. All they know is the neighborhood that they grew up in and the people they grew up with.
From my perspective, this is not a political action. It is different than criminal justice. It is purely startup entrepreneurship business. I don't have any experience in criminal justice. I can only know how to build companies.
I'm not answering that.
Yeah. He's going to get in trouble if he's
Stand away from that.
He speaks his mind too freely.
I just feel like if you give people the tools to do better, they'll do better for themselves, and hopefully if you can incentivize it enough to do better for the people around them from what they gain from doing better for themselves, then hopefully it'll have the ripple effects into all the capacities of society. So whether it's in criminal justice or whether it's schools or whether it's healthcare or whether it's skateboarding, or rap, whatever. I think the more that people have to work with in their communities, the more they'll build.
Now we have to think through.
Yeah, we're thinking about using this as the pilot for the rest. See how this turns out, assess this, the strengths, the weaknesses, what we could do better, and then, go on to the next city, and then pick the next neighborhood.
struggling, surviving, that you gon' persevere. Yeah, ain't nobody leaving, nobody going home. Even if they turn the lights out, the show is going